Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Essence. Now, I know by the title of this video, you might be like, so he believes it too. Well, I don't quite mean it in the way that I put it on the title. um, but I should further explain. So, when I made the title of this video, Life as a Simulation, I didn't intend it for, oh, we're living in a matrix. Oh, we're living in a computer simulation. Life is not real. Life is real. Life is very real. It's got very real rewards and consequences. But that does not take away from the fact that we are living in a simulation. I firmly believe in reincarnation. I do believe that people reincarnate after they die. Whether or not it's by choice, I don't know. I like to think that there is free will in this life. So if you don't want to go back, you don't have to. But I mean, that if you want to ascend, I mean, that you got to do the hard work. But I do believe that some people have reincarnated more often than others. I do believe that I've had many reincarnations by the fact of how many ancient societies and cultures that I'm drawn to, like ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, Sumeria, or Babylonia, and all of Mesopotamia, really, ancient Phrygia. Even I'm drawn to a little bit of ancient Rome as well. And that leads me to believe that I have been reincarnating for a very long time. In one of my past videos, I said how in one of my past lives, I was part of a Gaelic tribe that fought the Romans, and I died. Though I don't really remember all of the reincarnations, I have never had every experience going back with all of them. I've tried with some and haven't really succeeded, but a few I have. But more to the point, we reincarnate on this physical plane. And since I don't believe that we are the only intelligent life in this universe, I believe that there are other worlds out there with life like ours and some that is not like us. But there are who knows how many souls out here in this plane, all going through a simulation, maybe for different reasons, I don't know. But I know for this world, when we go through life and we face challenges and obstacles and we have good things and bad things happen to us, it's all part of the simulation. It's all part of the experience in order to temper our spirits to be their most incredible selves, you know? For example, when you have a metal ingot, you have to really hammer it and heat it to shape it into something practical, useful, strong. We are like the ingot, and life is like the forge. We are being tempered, we are being hammered, we are being heated, and we are being shaped by some outside forces in the spiritual world and some outside forces here that were put here specifically to teach us lessons. So if someone is like a snobbish prick in one life, obviously things are going to be put in their way to help them realize that they're a snobbish prick. Like they may lose friends, and friends might be telling them the truth even though they might not even realize it. They might not listen. They could lose jobs over it. That is another lesson. Their parents might disown them and they might not even talk to them because they're so snobbish. You know, that's another lesson. And these lessons keep piling on. And if by the time we die, we do not understand these lessons. And based on the accounts of some people who have died and come back, their whole life is shown before them, how their actions have impacted others and themselves. So we are basically shown, in order for our spirits to finally get it, so that we can take that with us into the next life and be better people. So we are basically going through all our flaws, all our weaknesses, all our phobias, everything that can potentially be used against us. We are going through that in each and every life in order to bypass them, to get over them, to learn from them, to be better people in this simulation. Now, what exactly the end goal is, one can speculate. My guess would be to end up on the higher plane where the one is, so that we can help others advance in the afterlife and in the physical life, so that they can learn their lessons and ascend to be with us. Now, I don't exactly know, like, it seems impossible, but what would happen if everyone were to learn their lesson? I don't know. Maybe a better world would pop up, a better universe even. I don't know. I really cannot say. But this simulation is all a part of our spiritual journey. And everyone has different experiences. Everyone is born into a different environment. Some people are born into horrible environments. And you know what? There's actually a lot of people who are born into like horrible environments, like abusive parents, or they don't have any parents at all, or just, they're around very bad people and they grow into better people for it. They end up more independent, they end up more strong, and they tend to be the rocks for people who don't really handle it that well. So we have bad and good experiences in this life. Unfortunately, there's no getting around it. The best thing we can do is learn these lessons, move forward, and if we see people who are struggling because of these problems, help them out. Help them so that they can become strong just like you did, and help them live as normal of a life as they can, because life throws us curveballs and life really can screw us over. Now, a lot of people are like, well, why would God or why would the One do this to us? Why is he so sadistic? I don't think it's him. I really don't. If we are put in these situations, it's to better us, but he doesn't intentionally want us to get hurt. He does not intentionally want us to break down. He is trying to make us stronger. And in life, really, I think he just lets things go. I think it would take a lot in order for the One or the spiritual angels that are on his side to do something. He doesn't like to interfere with the daily lives of people, because then it might take away from their spiritual path. It might take away from their journey and make us weaker. I know this might be hard for a lot of people to wrap their head around. Ever since I started my spiritual journey, I've been like, well, why do bad things happen to good people? Why do good things happen to bad people? Why, if we have a God, why does he let these things happen? Why are we put in this life where, we're just screwed over one by one? And I think it's, to make us better people and in turn make a better world. Because as of this making of this video, the world is just hell. We got wars going on. We got idiot political leaders. We've got companies out there that are corporate and trying to screw us over any chance they get money-wise. The economy is crap. And we are faced with climate change and all kinds of stuff. But for those people who aren't sheep, for those people who actually see through the BS, and have a burning passion in their heart like I do to make change in this world, we are here to help and to help others see what's going on so that they can help. I believe that was one of the reasons why I was put on this life, was to help the world and help those who want to be helped. And right now I'm trying to better myself, trying to strengthen myself, trying to get rid of my weaknesses and strengthen my strengths to become a better person so that I can try and make this world better. It may seem like a long shot, but there's always hope. As long as we're still standing here, there is still hope. And in this simulation, it ain't easy. And there was a meme on Facebook that I saw. It said that out of all the worlds in this universe, Earth is like the most challenging, and only the most strongest spirits are reincarnated on this planet, which I really do think is true, because I do believe that there are worlds out there that have it easier. Not all. I believe there are some that may have it even worse than us. But there might be some where, they've attained the power to use magic, or may have heightened senses or psychic abilities, which helps them in their daily lives. They may be more knowledgeable about their world, and there might be less corruption on them. And on this world, we're just screwed. But I do think Earth is like one of the hardest realms. I honestly wish I could go into the spirit world and see the other worlds for myself. And I have astral projected to some planets miles away, and I'm gonna do a video about that next. But I was astounded. But life is truly a simulation. It's got real rewards and real consequences. We can't just do what we want in this life. We can't have too much destruction. We can't have too much chaos, and we can't have too much order. And right now, I think this Earth is unbalanced right now. So it's our job to balance it out. This simulation is probably the most imbalanced out of all of them. And, with billions of planets out there, that's saying something. But life is a simulation. Live it as best you can. That's my piece of advice for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And good luck working your simulation.